Enyanumwe asamwa bo
ya dauro ni abo na sawuti konkoya natural samaba
abushia me mako about this platform so very quick anope ankrato a eka yensa de say your special prosecutor openi kisi Japan declare your former finance minister your photo sign for that openi Ken OFORI ATTA or declare wanted.
Ladies and gentlemen of the media, a few minutes ago, I signed a directive declaring a high-profile person a fugitive from justice. This person is wanted by the OSP to answer charges in respect of several cases, including the following. 1. Contractual arrangements between Strategic Mobilization Ghana Limited and the Ghana Revenue Authority for the stated objective of the enhancement of revenue assurance in the downstream petroleum sector, upstream petroleum production, and minerals and metals resources value chain. 2. Termination of a distribution, loss reduction, and associated network improvement project contract between the Electricity Company of Ghana Limited and Beijing Xiaochen Technology BXC. 3. Procurement of contractors and materials and activities and payments in respect of the National Cathedral project. 4. Activities and payments in respect of a contract awarded by the Ministry of Health, initially commenced by the Ministry for Special Development Initiatives to Service Ghana Auto Group Limited for purchases and after-sales service and maintenance of 307 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter 305 CDI ambulances for the National Ambulance Service. And 5. Payments out of and utilization of the tax refund account of Ghana Revenue Authority. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, the fugitive's name is Kenneth Nanaya OFORI ATTA. Mr. OFORI ATTA is 66 years old. He was the Minister of Finance of the Republic between 2017 and 2024. Mr. OFORI ATTA left the jurisdiction on or around 2 January 2025. On 24 January 2025, the OSP communicated to Mr. OFORI ATTA that the OSP considered him a suspect in respect of 4 of the cases described above. Mr. OFORI ATTA was directed to attend in person the OSP on Monday, 10 February 2025 at 10 GMT for interview. By communication dated 31 January 2025, Mr. OFORI ATTA instructed his lawyers to inform the OSP that he was out of the jurisdiction indefinitely on medical grounds, and that the firm will notify the OSP of his arrival in the country in aid of rescheduling his personal attendance at the OSP. Further, the firm offered its willingness to provide the OSP with any information the OSP may require to aid in the investigation until his arrival in the country. Then on 5 February 2025, the OSP responded to Mr. OFORI ATTA, copied to his lawyers, that the OSP did not need or require notification from his lawyers of his arrival in the jurisdiction. The OSP acknowledged Mr. OFORI ATTA's lawyer's gracious offer to provide the OSP with information in aid of the investigation. However, and this is important, the OSP insisted that Mr. OFORI ATTA's personal attendance at the OSP was required. After all, the lawyers are not under investigation. I don't need lawyers to answer questions on your behalf when you are being investigated. The OSP declined Mr. OFORI ATTA's request to be away from the jurisdiction indefinitely on medical grounds on his say-so. Consequently, the OSP directed Mr. OFORI ATTA to indicate by close of business on Monday, 10 February 2025, a reasonable date of his return to the jurisdiction and attendance at the OSP. The OSP warned Mr. OFORI ATTA that if he failed so to do, the OSP would take all necessary legal steps to secure his return to the jurisdiction and attendance at the OSP at our own choosing. Subsequently, by a communication dated 10 February 2025, that is just Monday, Mr. OFORI ATTA's lawyers transmitted to the OSP a generic letter procured by Mr. OFORI ATTA purporting to be from a doctor in a foreign jurisdiction, stating that Mr. OFORI ATTA had been seen and evaluated, and that he was undergoing further testing and management and possible surgical intervention at an indicated future time. And further, that his medical condition necessitates that he will stay and follow up on his appointments. On account of this purported medical letter, Mr. OFORI ATTA's lawyers prayed that the attendance in person of Mr. OFORI ATTA at the OSP should be fixed, taking into account the medical report from his doctors.
Why are you running? Why are you running? I was the national can you remember the buy a platform so let me try my possible best. My main bomb home modern in Namin Timmy, you got your penny, Kiseja Bene, Airport, no Potocasamu, my main family, Yankasa Casamu, Semi to me cry, come the back ever, Name their back gun, Name their call house, Name their cobe be a bet. I feel like Casa admission, Eti, bear with me, Namin family tree. Minim says 60 to 70% of Ghanaians eti na say. Eti, bear with me. Openi ekwoti no, sisi ya, friend Kiseja Ben, only the special prosecutor. Omaimra no ama no kwan se ono ni opani a onye hwehwemu fa kitahyehyɛ ne proye akoso oye man sector bia ama oman na hwere sika bi no onye hwehwemu na wona ohun bom mu no onfo mo mra ne onfo mo fa mra kwan so na asotwe ana de wo se agi from ho back to near the oman no ye gi ni nyina eti na djuma no opani o mampani akufado na appointed no during the NPP administration and also during the previous administration. Now we have a new government, we have new administration, new president, and we all know this tradition in Ghana here. So when government changes, most of people or most of our ministers or most of people occupying various offices and yes, so somebody like me now, I thought to say Openi Kiseja be crowd in the Juma to order that not knowing that Openino is still in office and not all boy Juma. Now the 10 year Openino ebuswa oye hwehwemu ahodo nyina, and I'm very sure say your man Penny John Dramani Mahama and I assign and I say man with the go ahead say onye sa hwehwemu no Openi ahye hwehwemu ahodo nyina oye ase across the country. You and I, we are all aware say the previous administration no, there were a lot and countless of corruption, corrupt deals, rumors ani etete atesema ani etete kita se share proye dream die sikawia sikabia fa ha sika transfer akwa ya tibebre bet obi bese wadanse ne say na otima ko gina so akọ appoint obi se nipa say bet na yete sefiria na yete sefiria. There is a saying said there is an iota of truth in every rumor. When the media dance say you kroma say your mom your phone or mo and ebo mine phone because abribi ebe mo bi opportunity bia no de obeye fakesia ne say obetimi asecure no secure ne nabusua sika hodo a we say ode toto niam asisi adakase toto asasa kase which has been going on in this country under both administrations, MPP and NDC, and for that matter many Ghanaians have lost the trust in these parties, which I'm part of those peoples. Make our man lose trust in these parties, in this administration. Say, they are not ready to fight that habit or that act because some people never buy no bebo krono. NDC bar on channel. NDC never buy no bebo krono. MPP bar on channel. When MPP was in opposition, 2013, 14, 15 coming to 2016, 17, before MPP came to power, no, they accused the NDC, John Dramani Mahama administration, they accused them with a whole lot of corrupt deals, corrupt scandals, talk of Wyoming, talk of Airbus scandal, talk of bus branding, talk of SADA, mentioned them a whole lot. So Ghanaians thought to say, when NPP come to power, they will go after these people and they will take whatever they took from the state, they will take it back for the state. Or whoever, or among them, no, or Mubia was said in the farm to China Subiano, MPP will do that. To the extent so Mampenia Kufado, Etok also can say, in fighting corruption, he will use the announced principle. So many Ghanaians trusted him. Abusia, when they came to power 2017 to 2028, you know, to 2024, no, what happened there? Munina munim. To the extent they said, the public purse that they promised to protect, you know, at the end of the day, the public purse got lost, missed. enti me kama na besi se dodo na yemu dodo na hu ni se okay MPP abeye NDC ba obeche omo anase ono so ba behwe omo saa hwecha yemu bi ye hwese de ne besi fast forward NDC ba abamwi omo panye Dondamani Mahama atu anamo ba akumienu miensa bi a opese o kire say this time around the NDC is going to prove to Ghanaians say these two parties are not the same, which some of us we are hopefully expecting say ebetimi akosa ne santi. Fast forward omompani Dondamani Mahama has set a committee yato omudin Operation Recover All Loot Ora as I'm speaking with you just 2 days or a day ago, and omo presenting omo investigations concerning a lot of deals and a lot of corrupt deals akoso omo omo presenting omompani super presenting and omompani de bama the current attorney general na obe follow the cases no na fi wona this e cho maso no ya cho maso no ye omo ayenka bi shemu ene no pe koda kosore ya the office of the special prosecutor led by Openi Kisiye Jaben aba be breaking the news say your photo sound for that Ken OFORI ATTA is wanted. Your photo sound for Ken OFORI ATTA is wanted. Your photo sound for your finance minister Dada Ken OFORI ATTA, the white angel Openi Brano office mahu so atade foforo bia da ka atade fita ho okasa ne kasanya no okotu Bible quotations no o kire se as a innocent person mpanifo ka se mi se odwan wanwa ene bo ahina odwan we de on pepere ntija no manene nam ho o de nam ho abu na wahina na esi ho no ne ho aka na gbombran na waji wani so e de na aba yakoda kosore ya Openi Kisiye Jaben e de abeto abonten se enhwemu start course free opepon January efa eniema bebra koso corruption bebra koso e manmu na enhwemu no course adrum pempenso bi a na eho behia se omo beto nsa frɛ ye photo sign for that finance minister Ken OFORI ATTA amanaba ababoa omo e wo nhwemu ni bia omo yem amana beyi nsem bia no na timaboa omo manhwemu omo ye na wie peyo SCP se nokre sikase yakwa ha se no de ntie ko ye nie sikase yafa ha se de ntie ko ye nie na omudru ba bi na wo so muhia anaso omuto nsafre Openi Ken OFORI ATTA no omudi cultural letter e de komane e de mane Ken OFORI ATTA na eno na Ken OFORI ATTA ni lawyers e return a letter and I say e reply and I say e respond say okay yes I kamokrata no na mom Ken OFORI ATTA photo sign for finance minister previous and a former one no oni o man nim sisi ya na ni a oni o man nim no ye lawyers no ye wo ho information and I say bibia mo pese munya free ni ho bia no mo pini ya ye de be ma mo omo respond omo de ma the office of the special prosecutor no and when the office of the special prosecutor this actual letter they come omo back say dabi ye hia finance minister nankasa de enti sa no say finance minister no ono ene ne hwe Ghana sikasam so enti se Ghana sector bia sika bi befiri akoha sika bi befiri akoha it takes anase and finance minister no ne sign asa anase ne signature on be ma approve se sika no koha sei enti e wo se ono ene timitinam na oyi nsem bia no eboa ye ma hwemu ayeye no ewie peyo enti samo be twra bre yen se mu wo ho se mu beyi ne nsema no ye hia ono ankasa mu letter special prosecutor office actually the come Ken OFORI ATTA lawyers no actually na letter safri Ken OFORI ATTA lawyers was about say okay Ken OFORI ATTA ni o man nim sisi ha otukwan okogya ya hwe o baby etu ni o man nim sisi ha actually ana letter about special prosecutor office wa letter no kire say doctor bi o kire say Ken OFORI ATTA aba manone a omo ehwe no na hwe no omo hwe no ebeche omunim time obetimi dia bagana sisi ya rado ya go for why are you running letter the from manane ba no letter the chere say doctor bi atwere say ai Openi amu muhia no man nim no obeka yensa na ne ho mfa no na ye hwe no na hwe ye hwe no entimi nkan sisu bia so obeba desi anase ne ho beto ne dasi anase be wi dasi amana ba ma motimi ene na di kita ho pese mo ni di no enti na de pese ma mo ehu no na we na special prosecutor office no so esa reply back say no na the nam so ama bedum pempen so ama the office of the special prosecutor and I said the special prosecutor I declare the finance minister Ken OFORI ATTA former finance minister I declare wanted and they say in this process I letter back and forth to kotu nyina no I think maybe the third letter from the office of the special prosecutor to the OFORI ATTA lawyers, office of the special prosecutor no catch more in the letter say mama yehu da obetima available da obetumi a represent and as aba actually ansa na letter ebeba doctor bi kire say o ye ho ayehwe no na yentimi nkire say da say obetumi aba na say da say ena the special prosecutor office no enso reply say mo amana meka yensa ma yene na yenhwemu a ye ya be declare na ya pay ya kwan be fa so a yensa be kan na oba be kan yensa ma yetimine no adi anobaba ye ayenhwemu a ye no enti ne bua kakra ne se back and forth no na che se OFORI ATTA wotilon oni omanim menka se wodwane oni omanim odia ya rehwe wa manane na onya mai onya mai ntire mu ete se onya mai na eno ne nam so ma special prosecutor ne hu se eye boapayo na the finance minister ene ne team no eye boapayo na o ma hye da boapa se o mo mpese o be make finance minister no available mama o mo sa kan na manhwe mu akoso na se eye boapayo ntini sade a ene o mo be declare no wanted brofo kasa mo ode ahye ho se fugitive o ma declare no fugitive but fugitive na se say mo fanto kwa be so ma ya mo na mo ko school e de ja school ni ankobi I kakra etim ko ya na echichire mu no edum entina chese ohwe otie the special prosecutor ni ya be hia se your finance minister beba na obeboa OFORI ATTA white angel yanchu dabi obi ka se be chwa obwa dabi me offer me twem yanchu brefi me beboa because we have baby anasa we sectors bia the special prosecutor bobo so a o kire say niam akoso ho no ebe hia se finance minister na beboa me ya hwemu a baby to say the ECG Electricity Company of Ghana the special prosecutor no hu say niam bia akoso dwirim bia akoso ho no mo a it will only take the finance minister on na Ghana sikasem nyina so it will only take him for him to come and assist or help us in investigation for us to conclude at a point to say okay the course no katashene dream ni poe bia nim we nya bone brabe boa ne hwemu de eno nchese wo kromfo ntipitero brafie we ECG de ne to nchen a the special prosecutor ne person chese Ghana Revenue Authority e ho so sika mane baby afafa baby ho no by no so be hia the finance minister OFORI ATTA white angel the Bible the prophet the Bible quote ebe hia na mana ba beboa amana ba beboa aboa maeti mahwemu onye chie metra mo a mo de nam se ye penache mpacho ye penache mpacho eyo beboa ma ya yehwemu kaka mo fa chemo o hwemu ne ye be ye no beboa ye another nchen a o he bibi ti se the national cathedral na yesi na o mampanya kufa do ka kire se nye Ghana sika na edisi ono ankasa na ahye nyame bonto ne asore ne besi no hwemu kire se o mani sika bia fa bia akodidi me wo niam bia o mo procure ene ade eno hwe be hia finance minister amana boa bana baba bi kire enti the national chame ya me di dan sem no na me pese to abonten wo se ya nchi no se ye chi na akotumu da bi obeboa ya ma hwemu na akoso enti se bia wo te brofo na wo ntiase a I think say my yard ana momu nsem ma me matima du dem kakra eno ti ne ye finance minister no na enora eye banada ena enya enti yese enipa binum akọ ye finance minister OFORI ATTA fie a o mo hihye asrafo atade soldiers for uniform akọ honom abowura fie honom akọ ye de o mo pese o mo kopede so o mo hwe den ye nyina eti asem no we were ye bisa na den operation recover all loot and recover loot no na ebi na akọ ana anase NDC for ya omo nam emiamia omo ese omo chichi manfo omo fa omo ne niam ne bi na akọ ana we were all in this doubt ni ade na openis the special prosecutor actually in the next video maybe play am what say the lawyers of OFORI ATTA actual letter at the bre omo some person omo find out say mo na makọ akọ ma obi ana mu na masoma ama ebinom akọ OFORI ATTA fie akọ ye hwehwemu ana akọ hwehwe bibi wo ho ana se de ye nyina atena na because nkoma ye ni mu dia mo chese mu hia na mo sentiment kan no mo na makọ ne fie akọ yesa na the special prosecutor ano in the next video say there be enyo mo na akọ akọ disa mo hwe sa video no na yemra
at 4:16 p.m. the very next day, it is yesterday, Tuesday, 11 February 2025. Before we correspond to the letter that came on Monday, the OSP received another letter from Mr. OFORI ATTA's lawyers. This time, it was an inquiry. Mr. OFORI ATTA's lawyers wanted to know, and they stated that they were informed by the household of Mr. OFORI ATTA that in the morning of Tuesday, 11 February 2025, that is yesterday, 12 men, comprising 1 police officer, 4 military men, and 7 other men in plain clothing, visited Mr. OFORI ATTA's house, and that by threat of force, they were able to enter Mr. OFORI ATTA's house, and they undertook an exercise purporting to be a search of every room, office, gym, and other spaces in the house. Mr. OFORI ATTA's lawyers then inquired if the OSP could confirm that the actions of the 12 men were the instance of the OSP, so as to enable them to decide if a complaint to the police would be unnecessary. Mr. OFORI ATTA's lawyers then prayed for a prompt response from the OSP to prevent imposter action. We are now responding promptly, and we have chosen the course of answering Mr. OFORI ATTA's inquiry publicly at this briefing, considering the circumstances surrounding the purported raid at Mr. OFORI ATTA's house, media reportage of the purported raid, and in light of the reckoning that some media houses have stated emphatically that the OSP was behind the purported raid, and in light of the reckoning that the purported raid is being made to appear as if it was some untoward action by the OSP stemming from some contrived vendetta held by the OSP against Mr. OFORI ATTA. So, here we go. And this is our response to Mr. OFORI ATTA directly, but through you, the media. Mr. OFORI ATTA, the OSP did not raid your house on Tuesday, 11 February 2025, or on any other day. Mr. OFORI ATTA, the OSP did not cause any persons, however uniformed or bedecked, to raid your house on Tuesday, 11 February 2025, or on any other day. Mr. OFORI ATTA, that could not have been the OSP, and that is not our style. If the OSP enters your premises, you will not be in doubt as to whether it was the OSP that had come there, and your lawyers will not have cause to do an inquiry ascertaining whether it was the OSP. We have our unique methods of conducting searches, and we have uniquely designed insignia identifying ourselves, and not just by a statement that we are from the OSP. This is one such main insignia. A person cannot just show up and say they are from the OSP. It's cheap. Anyone can say that. But when the OSP enters your premises, you will definitely know by our insignia, our methods, and the way we identify ourselves that this is the OSP. Our intelligence has to state that the purported raid on Mr. OFORI ATTA's residence was staged, or at best, an imposter action in an attempt to court disfavor for the OSP and to derail the investigation. You know us very well. The OSP is never deterred by such occurrences, and the investigations will continue as by law prescribed.
Right, fantastic. Abusia, watch the video. Bomodiana share mami. Now, what like the video no? What his subscribe button no so na. Bomodiana like the video. It's very important. A boy my message in a rich far. Said I don't wanna bet here. From now onwards, said that I'm here no catch them say menya bo train na ma dida nsem ama matiase omo de kwapoto kasa mu akakra ya so tiase class 1 class 2 be kodu ye no de tiase ne ba be dida mama monya tiase enti mesra wa say bomodena say obe spread news no be share amabushafo hu say de ekoso ni e wo ye man Ghana mu kasa no dodo na omo ka no brofo a e ma Ghana for dodo na follow the conversation because the language barrier nya dodo na the table for kasa na say enti na kwese nipa kakra bi nipa kuma bi and they follow the issue no but the nation can say Obaboa madodo na atimi ate de ekoso ase nti this platform menya botre de bekoso bia wo say me de to abonten video mama dodo te ase bia me boa madodo na ate ase nti uso betima ka me ho by sharing, liking, subscribing so that e betima koso madodo na ate ase de womnie enano a nipa binum ko kenofurata fi ho koye hwe nemam ko omo nanim de omo koye ofi ho ye nim de omo koye kenofurata lawyers no chrobre special prosecutor say mo na mama obi akọ ho ana and a special prosecutor no said no. No special prosecutor, and Yamina make almost special prosecutor to say, a OFORI ATTA nankasa, ene ni team no na plan sa ade no omo ankasa ne ni team no na plan sa ade no according to the special prosecutor no eka no enti special prosecutor no kirem se omo susu se OFORI ATTA na ankasa ne ni team no na plan sa, which is not me na make in the video mutie na omo plan sa said de be ya ebe ma omo atwa investigation ahodro bi a ekoso na sa akoyese de mo tataye mo nya ya mo be haye ni ade. Now from the special prosecutor no mutu was in the akoso no en ma omo en stop ana se en si omo kwan mo omo en to aso ndi enyo omo hwemu ahodo a omo be ye enti ne tintin ne tia wo mo no opani ke OFORI ATTA aminim za wo hweme with all due respect to you Ghana na ye chichire o se wo do Ghana ye nyina ye do Ghana MPP party no so do Ghana NDC do Ghana ye nyina ye do Ghana right NPP mpanifo on kan kire kan OFORI ATTA se omra na omba boaye ye nye hwemu onim otie me ken dalata brefi right we nya bone brefi beboa na ye nye hwemu minim se wo de wo nya kromfo minim se wo mfa hu da wo aden so aden nipa okotu ba bo shata de fitade tuntum na ya baifo eye bonsam fitae nyame unsanim ken opani brefi ebeboa na ye nye hwemu we boni bi anim enchine na ayira ofie wo mfa aye ye ka se boane brane beboa na enhwe enchine na sabi ye pa afasi apra wada uhusum why and on a more serious note, this administration should do this for this country. Honestly speaking, the NDC administration should do this for this country. Should prove to the current generation, should prove to the Gen Zs that the NDC is different from the MPP, and they have everything in their disposal to do this time around. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and to all those in various offices who are in charge. ORA, the Attorney General, the Special Prosecutor, judges in various courts, please do Ghanaians a favor and let's end or stop this once and for all. Let's prosecute and take whatever was stolen from the country. Let's take it for the country. Please, I am pleading you guys. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the Vice Lady, Madam Jane Mensah, Nana Jane Mensah, Jane Opoku Ajama, sorry, Nana Jane Opoku. Mommy, please. The country is bleeding because of corruption that has been going on. Please, Mommy, help us this time around. This administration should set the pace. Should leave a legacy, or should prove to Ghanaians, yes, that is the right word, should prove to Ghanaians that the ordinary narration won't continue. It has come to a stop. Yes, said this administration led by John Dramani Mahama, I had the NDC party no to me fight corruption na. Ebeboa ama mwankasa ahohoro because some of us and majority of Ghanaians, I say these two parties are the same, no. It is not a joke. We are not playing. We mean it. Let me give you a clear example. Yesusano se sika yira ofie na se papa ba ye miensa ofie na se the offer sika no anyi ni ho ampie ye bu ye miensa nyina sika yira ofie ye miensa na papa ye maame ba kwaku kwado sika yira ofie ho na fa wa anyi ni ho ampie a ye bu ye nyina. Okay, yes, they tin ye bu ye nyina because ye nim the offer inti ye ba bu ye nyina. For the past years in Ghana's governance leadership, when the media dance say, "Ketasishano proye abeye one pandemica e drain your mind." Two parties in so na di o man we so in the Fourth Republic from 1992 eba bepemone two parties and di o man we so being the MPP and the NDC. Now say two parties na di o man we so up to date. Na ketasishano proye na adreni o man we amayentimi enkoye nimu a. Should we blame? Whom should we blame? You blame Bakunja Bakwana. Okay. You to say MPP party in Yakron a NDC for the Yakron 4. Now MPP Munya Yakron 4, no Munim say NDC in Yakron 4. na monchi omo ntum prosecute omo mayen gi bibia mfiri omo ho no yen kan mo nka kromfo no mo opposition 2013 14 15 16 a whole lot of corrupt scandals and as a corrupt allegation or accusations na mo de ball NDC administration Airbus Brandon Sada Jida mention them aikeka ho mo ba power 8 years one channel ma ba unim kromfo no aba power 8 years one channel o pese me sorry aminka sa wonya kromfo ni bi okay what na 8 years we ukọ NDC aba say NDC pese editum say wonya kromfo na MPP na ya kromfo a Ghanaians have given you the power now. The ball is in your court to prove to Ghanaians say yenya kromfo in your mind MPP in your mind e basa e be kokoro mo am ho e be dware mo a Ghana fo e be gimodi MPP before ya besere mo yenyintum se mo nya kromfo mo nyofuru ata nkasa omre fie nhwemu ne yeye be bia de na duro no aduko atokodo nhwemu ne yeye nche no mo kan che no omre fie opani kisi ajaben boys no me no ka say ya no mo de message about that screen so sisi e nya sama camera chiro so mo fa kakra nto for me mo keka o mutiri mo mu nko fa ne mre mo fa 100,000 bi na 200,000 bi nto ne ne say what dey say once na ni because of panic sao abo ne dey akwa nya adakwa enta so nko so nante enti ka mo decline no wanted I say mo hwe ni e bi kwa na boys ni bi wo formation boys ni bi wo tip boys mum fa bibi to ho na kese yo na moi papa ko fa na bra I mum fa bibi to ho na kese I motivate boys or boys need to be vision out because Kanofori Atta is needed honestly speaking and that Kanofori Atta nko na minim kwan krokro ye so kra e pa so kra o mutimi firi o man nim because abra power sesa ye pe no I saw or I heard the news say mon stop obia from traveling out of the country. I heard the news na NDC for ni be communicating on social media and they say mon stop and I say mama mo obia to come from my how come how come were they able to leave the country mentiasi didn't NDC didn't na wase mo makwan man kofo from my nim chama want to me na UK na no wase overall bi so the 9 ekwedidi so the ponche na ekwedidi na UK aboa papon so nam se US on nam hefa on nam baby na kese won no oye video so mane yen ana Kanofori Atta so na hwam na chimframa nkwa ne yete minka so dwane hwam nkyere se obi adwane hwam Kanofori Atta hwam eti eni kwase mo from my name se mo nya smart to airport wo mo maka no mo kro nim no yenwie nwemu gusu kwaso we no obi ampa baby amfa we no obi anwane mo nyina mo tra kro nim ne moa yem build your mind in took it and share the proyasi oko China ni ade he ko mo fa so fight corruption His Excellency John Dramani Mahama this time around the ball is in your court so mutimi ye to na mo chibinom prosecutor jiskabi and I know ora report on me the buy say information on Magada no Ghana betimi nya billions of cedis from these corrupt deals ebeboa monye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama the national commissioner we inquired this time around there munyina brand na muntimi to na mo we na mun set the narrative nto say esuna NDC na suna MPP ebeboa ye ba betena platform korea so aka kire Ghana for sampa de we mo ye die parties na nya pe na mum ekoye bazawala yemfa nko yemfa mbra media fanatics dia lawu ma membra asofo ni spiritualist ahodo amu okroma so ye behia mo Jese ni baby adro no e wose nyina de power nyina eba together na de boa fight corruption ebinum atopia fa gyan ye hu o makiri kwan ye nim o man omwom letter no mo de ba ye hu o man kro omwom openya jagraja nana openi gege me jiwudi tu gege mo share video na ma jagraja mame azuka wona wutimi eko obi amanone eko yi obi liver side foforo shame no asaba what the spell it na here azuka me dinidi tu I spell it otimi ko no akoyi obi ahara wa wa manone no the foforo shame no asaba azuka me dudi ojaba I na no kodi kasubo ma asem ba bet minim se 2 minutes wo ho 2 minutes wo ho fire oja opambo I asofo ahodo amokro ma se amotimi bowura sunsun wiase se baby ade na do no e wo se mo bam spiritualist ahodo a maji Facebook aboso maji internet ne so aboso all the spiritualist people in this country monenam social media nenam Facebook nenam radio station TV stations amo kire se mo na motimi kosunsun wiase yi amanfo solve amanfo problem mo o my Ghana wakono ye fight ticket as shane pro ye fight corruption ye be hia mo wakono yes minim say mo spirit ahodo no o mo nso corruption so minim say mo asofo amo mu nyam nso corruption so ba bia dro no binu mo bubai binu mo fakete atopi afagya de o ho akamura yes binu mo do mo ho akamura yenim so mo amano ne so mind pot o mo mo for mind di ma but yenim say mo ho ye trust mo betima ye adwuma na ma ye mo wura sunsun yase asusun sorry for mo kam humbom I mean charismatic for mo kam humbom de mo fa sunsun wakani ama wura mo tirim no mo fa play mrafie ne ye nka se mo na maye o my Ghana wakono ye fight corruption a judge of why ready special prosecutor are ready attorney general are ready ye nyina the nation uncle the media platforms you are ready you be put the information out there mo sunsun for no spiritualist ahodo man of God ahodo akamu mo wura sunsun wura o mutirim na nka mo ba bi o mo bia no mo fa ka mfa play mrefi ye tuma okuruma ye sebu Ghana the country is at war with corruption. We have to fight corruption and everybody have to come on board. Yes. Tiaba sera asunsum for no spiritualist for no enye tobe ne aduane ne asane dede hunu ne sika gem ko that be your mind is at war umuro mutiri mu outside wo mutchu mrafie. Yes. Intimidation anko ha ana medemo baso in this episode. Subsequent information say beka ensa na say ekwa ni mo information beka ensa nyina nso you be update mu on this platform. Thank you so much for being here with us within the period of time I spent in this episode. But share video no. Na say unyambe kai community no on YouTube no subscribe. Then hit on the bell over there. So the bell the update be atu mu on Sabeka. You don't miss it. Thank you so much. Jumaku a aso masiama me the episode we ebrewo any this no. Kindly patronize them. They will give you the best of service. Me do beso ha. Piao.
Ola abusha the national kene me de wadu Caslot roofing system. In fact eba ni prempren Ghana ha dia ope adwumaku a eba no wodan so bone ho kekan dia omo etwa ne neat ama o Caslot roofing system. Monim said the national community at the bone ho adanse emma machidifo. Caslot roofing system emma o services edidi suwe eba no roofing installation yembo dan no so ma neat eba no woodwork installation yemfa nnua papa empro entity ense emmo dan no so ma neat eba no metal trusses installation yemfa nade nwu dan no so eya solid dan eya private resident dan bia yemfa nade nwu so ma solid eba no roofing waterproofing wodi kan mo bodan no so ma nanso baby ankoye leakages wom in fact o show e wo dan nim enframa papa emfa dan nim dan bia ne se ne ye boso nye dan ni nyina ne peja dan enchansen nim nye dan ni nyina ne ma enchansen ne ba form o padumaku a omode engineers omoye well experienced and well known engineers ebegu akwama ba mo twa adwuma no nitama wa Caslot roofing system Euro tiles enchansen papa ye di good dan so a enrusting renachi Caslot roofing system twa adwuma no nitama obusia omo number and the screen so a wo hwe no 0530446354 0244579319. In fact omo ye adwuma ko Ghana fana ba bia fa number no na frɛ omo na ka chom say the nation uncle and on discount.
Follow us on Facebook, Ofayal, the nation's uncle. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Nation's Uncle TV. Follow us on TikTok, The Nation's Uncle. The Nation's Uncle gives you the raw truth. Thanks for watching.